are you ultimately kind of helping people kind of release control to God? Like, does God become their CEO, or like, like how does this work? Because
Yeah.
I will say that I am light on my faith, right? So I know for you, I could imagine the women that you serve are already like incorporating God and faith very strongly in their personal lives, right? It's
Yep.
just there's this disconnect, and I can understand why it creates this friction where it's like, this is so important for me everywhere else. It's like in my vernacular, right? It's in my language when I speak to my family, when I speak to my friends, when I go to church or what, and then all of a sudden I have to kind of put on like a different persona for work. Is that a fair like description?
Yeah, because we compartmentalize our lives. It's just what we do. And so we have our work life or our business life, right? And then we have our church life or our spiritual life, and then our life, right? With our families. And we like to try and keep that all separate because that's just how we've grown up. I mean, especially in the world where it's, that church and state kind of concept where you have to keep them separate.
Right.
And the thing is that God wants to bless you in every part of your life, and He wants to be involved in every part of your life. And so I'm going to challenge that thought real quick here about making God the CEO of your business, because
Ah.
it is something that people talk about. And where I come in is I want you to partner with God. I want you to be joint CEOs with God, because if we have God as your CEO, sometimes He becomes your CEO as in chief everything officer, right? We put everything on Him, and we basically say like, okay, Lord, if you want me to succeed, you need to provide the way. But partnership means that you have equal responsibilities, and so does God. Are you making yourself the chief everything officer and not including God and not including that faith that you have in other areas of your life? Or are you putting everything on Him and not doing your part? And that's where the partnership comes in. If you and I, Wanda, were to go into business together, we would probably create a contract, and we would say, this is Wanda's responsibilities, this is Elise's responsibilities, here's how this whole thing is going to work. And we hold each other accountable to that. And we have weekly meetings to make sure that that's going on. It's the same thing with God. And sometimes people's mind get blown, like it's like, wait, I can rely on God for certain things, and I know that God can trust me on fulfilling my responsibilities. Absolutely.